right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun day. We're not doing anything crazy, no makeups, no reviews. We're basically just gonna be talking about, well, Married at First Sight. That's how you guys all know me, was from season 9, Married at First Sight, Charlotte. And you know, today I just wanted to take just like a little bit of time to myself. Usually I do everything with Jamie or other cast members. And today I just kind of like wanted to tell my side of things. I never just get to like sit down and actually just share what my take on Married at First Sight season 9 Charlotte was really like. So let's just go ahead and just start digging right in. So I put a question out for everybody and I asked, what do you guys really want to know in my tell-all video? So let's just go ahead and get the breakdown. So I pulled some questions off of my Q&A. So that's how we're going to start today. And then I'm going to finish up. I'm going to talk a little bit about, you know, what life was like before, what life was like after. And then after that, I'm just going to share some really funny, read my own Twitters. I think that's gonna be hilarious. God, they're my favorite. I know you guys remember back in the show, I was always clapping back in Twitters. So I will definitely read some of my favorites that I've seen about me. Do the producers on Married at First Sight encourage couples to fight and argue because it's good TV? That is absolutely false. No, producers do not encourage fights. However, they are, I mean, let's just be honest. I'm just gonna break this down. This is like $1 million question. I can't wait to talk about this one. I feel like the producers do not encourage, they don't do anything like that. However, you know, we're in tight situations. And so we're working, we're doing this documentary, we're filming long hours. We're also married to a stranger who's learning about our lives and we're all trying to flow. Let me ask you, how do you think that's gonna go? You think you're always just gonna be rainbows and butterflies? No, I mean, you are asked like really big, like crazy questions, like your finances, you got cameras in your face, you don't know this human, and all of a sudden you have to open up your checkbook. I mean, come on, like you think that that's really going to go over very well? I don't really think, just because of the situation and circumstances, that the drama is really natural. So you guys keep eating it up, because that is not necessarily production like driven. All right, guys, next question. The absolute best and absolute worst moments in your marriage after the cameras left. Absolute best and the absolute best moment, I would say, was moving to California. I really enjoyed that with Jamie. It's been a lot of fun just exploring California, starting this new life together. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's really like brought us together and helped us connect a lot. So that's been one of my favorite. One of my worst memories coming out of Married at First Sight was probably those first few weeks after filming, trying to figure out our life and like what we were gonna do. My dog got really, really sick. It was a super scary situation, and things just kind of got like just overwhelming. Like it was just a lot. Like Charlotte's really small, and I was just getting stopped a lot, and like I just needed some breathing space. So just figuring all of that out was really, really hard, but here we are today in San Francisco, California, living our best life. So I do not regret any of that. It's a lot of fun. What jobs helped you decide to move to California? Well, honestly, I was just willing to move anywhere. I wanted to get out of Charlotte. I've never lived out of Charlotte, North Carolina before, and so I really just wanted to like spread my little wings and fly, and Jamie was totally on board when I shared this information with him. And he shared with me he always had a dream of working in Silicon Valley in tech, because that is what he does. And yeah, that's just pretty much why we moved out here. He got a job out here, and it was just like, all right, you want to move to San Francisco? Not a hard decision to make. So that's what prompted us to come out to California. I'm pushing to move to SoCal just because I like SoCal better, but we'll see. pandemic's kind of gotten a little weird, and so he's been working from home a lot. We don't think he's going to go back to work for a really long time, so now we're trying to just go move somewhere really cool where we can chill out and vibe. Do you think the show portrayed you accurately or only showed one-sided? Nope, I'm pretty positive that show's shown accurately. I mean, it's hard to get like every detail of every argument or like every disagreement on camera, but I will say this, for the most part, what you see is what you get, and I'm gonna say that with everyone from the show. I mean, am I crazy? Absolutely, I am crazy, and that is just that. I'm very outspoken. I definitely like to share my opinion, but I mean, I just am who I am. I don't know. I felt like I got a fair edit. I mean, I can't make that stuff up that I did, that's for sure. It's like, oh, somebody edited you kicking a table across the room. Actually, no, that was not edited. I really did that. And I kind of felt like that for some people on the show too. Like, I felt like, you know, Matt was a douchebag, and it really showed that he was a douchebag. And Keith and Iris, I think they're both very beautiful individuals, and I'm really still sad and heartbroken that those two didn't work out. And I still think in the back of my head, there's still a chance. She's gonna kill me for saying that, for sure. And then of course, Greg and Deanna, who can hate on them, really? I mean, what you saw with Greg and Deanna, those two humans, that is what you get with them. It's really awesome. I love those two. So, mad respect for most people on my season. Was any of the show scripted? Oh, I'm gonna answer this one, and I'm just gonna go ahead and shut it down. I am insulted that you think that my content was not 100% original on that show. I'm insulted. Yes, all of that was not scripted, not one time. So there is the big $1 million question for everyone. Is Married at First Sight scripted? You can't script that. You really can't script that show. So what you see is what you get. And my favorite part is when cast people try to say that they got, oh, I got a fair unedited, or that's not what really how it happened. BS. Yeah, it is. Stop trying to front. You're just not owning your own shit right now. And that is hard fact. I would love to mention names. However, sometimes I just don't like conflict. And right now, unless I see anybody do anything wrong to anybody, there's no room for conflict. So, yes, season 10, I definitely saw people trying to be like, oh my God, like that's not the real story, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's not the real story. Come on now. Michael, you know you lied. Brandon, you know you're a little kooky, and so on and so forth. Need I say more? I do think that Taylor is probably a really, really cool chick and human. I just feel like dealing with Brandon, I mean, you can only handle so much on camera. So that's actually my take on Taylor. I was a little skeptical watching her, but I think she's probably a really fun girl to hang out with. And Mindy, I feel like that girl got handed the wrong card. Like, that was not even fair. Like, I feel like Mindy should get a second chance. If anybody should get a second chance on Married at First Sight, Mindy. Mindy definitely deserves that, sir. What is basic Caucasian sex? I feel like I have to answer this a lot, but honestly, in the moment, I don't know where I come up with this stuff. I really don't. It just kind of comes out of my mouth. I don't know. There's no rhyme or rhythm. I mean, clearly by my actions, you can tell that. So basic Caucasian sex, I mean, it's just one of those things where I'm just describing like what it is. I don't know. It's just very vanilla, and let's not all pretend like we don't know what I mean by vanilla. It's a very just vanilla. When I go back for seconds, probably not sex. Is it curable? Yes, there is a cure for basic Caucasian sex. It's called wrapping up your season of Married at First Sight, and that is how you cure BCS for sure. Also, I did make that mug. It was awesome. I love this mug. I drink out of it all the time. It's the funniest thing. It actually started as a gag gift that Jamie gave me, and then we're like, wait a second, people really like this. So if you want to get my mug, the link's down in the bottom with the promo code. So I hope you guys enjoyed my BCS mug too. Let's read some funny Twitters that I've seen of myself. So here we go. I recommend any Mavs character doing this or any Mavs cast member doing this because it's very therapeutic. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. This is a Twitter by your favorite's favorite. Beth is a brat. She is spoiled and likes that toxic drama. Jamie can't find anyone else in Charlotte to deal with that. All right. Okay. That's really cool. I don't know about a brat, but I mean, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, if that's what you got from me, that's what you got. I'm not a brat, though. That's okay. We'll laugh at that. All right. Every time I see Jamie and Beth on Pillow Talk, shut the fuck up. Okay. All right. Well, it's a good thing we're not doing couples couch this season, so got your wish. I don't know. Oh, this is funny. I wish I could style Mav's reunion. Beth, she's a large adult woman who could be dressing to accent her size. Instead, she continuously dresses like a 5'3", 109-year-old or 100-pound 13-year-old. Okay. All right. That is quite brutal. Can you DM me for any fashion tips? Just an idea. At Just an Idea. Okay. All right, at Just an Idea. Okay, here's another one from the Latifa. Okay, Beth is such a brat, yo. Kevin asked her a question. This is his job, and she's being rude because she don't want to be called out on her BS. Grow up. All right. No, I was just... Can I just address the Frasier interview? I was TO'd. I was TO'd because I'd been there all day, and it was getting really late in the evenings. Not only that, but I'd been I'm sitting here with my husband. I've been through hell and back with this show. I'm trying my very best to get my relationship off to a good start. And here we are being asked about these awful clips. And I'm sorry, anybody who had to see that and was trying to move forward in life probably would be like, man, F that too. I ain't gonna answer it. I don't have to. I'm here in America. I don't know how to answer your questions. So guess what? I will play this game too. And if I don't talk, then you can't do anything. So that's pretty much the philosophy I had. I was just really annoyed. I also got grilled about working for my dad in that whole entire era. And it really pissed me off because my question is if I was a dude, if I was a guy, would I be congratulated for potentially taking over my dad's business, or is it because I'm a female I was handed a job? So, I was just getting very aggravated with the day. So I don't have any hate towards Kevin Frazier. He really was just doing his job. I think he's a really cool person in life, but at that day I was just not having it. I was just really hand over foot done with it. So that's just my take on the reunion, Kevin Frazier, and what happened. If you don't want to answer them, you don't have to answer something. It's a role in life, guys. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so with that being said, that was a lot of fun. I've wanted to read some Twitters about me for a while. So, let's just move on from that. Is there anything else that I want to address in my tell-all? Let's see, we did basic Caucasian sex. We answered a question about production. Are there any tea on the cast members? Unfortunately, even if there was right now on new cast members, I wouldn't be able to discuss that because I love my production team way too much. So, with that being said, Jamie and I's marriage now, it's super awesome. We still have challenging times. Those don't go away overnight. Do they become more and more minimum? Absolutely. Jamie's a really, really awesome man. He literally has been so great during this pandemic. He's really kept our family together. And I love that man more and more every single day. I knew I loved him in filming, and I knew that I wanted to be with him. He's just a very headstrong human, and I wasn't sure how to approach that. I finally found somebody that challenged me, and I thought that was really cool. So, that's what I saw when Jamie and I decided to stay together. I just saw a really cool, chapter in my life I could take on. And I know we had challenges, but You know, before I made my decision, I tell you what I thought. I was like, you know, I could step away from this because there have been challenging moments and that would be great, but there have also been some great moments, and the challenging moments came in front of the camera. So that was the variable that I knew was about to go away. So once that variable went away, you know, I'm really glad that I assessed it like that and that I wanted to work through it after the cameras were gone, because the cameras were too intense, but I'm so glad I did, because look at us now. I mean, if I wouldn't have given life that chance, then I wouldn't be here today with Jamie, and I don't know if I see my life without him, or I don't know if I ever saw a life without him after I met him. And the first day I met Jamie, I knew that I wanted to be with him. I placed my head on his chest and I felt this like vibe, this like connection between us. And I was like, oh, I like that. So I'm one of those people that just really go off frequency and vibes, and I saw that. So I never took that moment out of my head through the whole entire process. And I just encourage anyone who's going through like hard times in their marriage or they're being challenged, you know, it's okay. Love each other still, like talk through those problems. You don't have to hate each other, but you're also not going to agree with someone 24/7. So that's my only marriage advice. I'm not very reputable in my relationships. I don't know if I can give too much, people might take that serious. That's all I got for that. It is what it is. You know what? I'm gonna call him out when it's accountable. And everybody's around, and he has to face all of his peers about it. And every single production person was there, our whole entire cast was there. And the only thing I was trying to achieve with that was just to make sure that he never did that to somebody else, or if he did, that played in the back of his mind, his actions and accountability, and he won't do it. If I could just save one more girl's like emotions and soul, that was my only thing I wanted to do in all of that, was just to make sure that that did not continue. Was I successful? Doesn't sound like it. Oh well. But you want to know what? Made for great TV, I guess. But I really meant everything I said in the whole thing. And typically whenever I do go on camera and I do talk, I really do mean everything I say. I do not front. I do not bullshit. It's not a lie. I am who I am. I am. I'm a little kooky and I'm a little crazy. Not cameras. It is very true what you saw. They're a little heightened on camera. They were a little heightened. I'm usually not at a 10. I'm usually like get to about a 7. Then I bring it back down. Man, this has been really like relieving and fun to talk on camera about all of this without anybody asking me any other questions. I can just kind of vomit and say what I want to right now, and it's a lot of fun. Other than that, so you got basic Caucasian sex. You guys heard what that was. Jamie and I's marriage is still fabulous. A couple little flickers here and there, but for the most part, we're great. Yeah, I think that's it. If you guys have any comments or anything, please leave them. I'll comment back. I try to stay involved in the YouTube comments. Hey, if anybody wants to comment and get involved in anybody else's comment, I highly encourage it. Like, be nice though. Subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel so these awesome videos can keep happening. That is for sure. You can get my basic Caucasian sex mug. The link is below. Promo code BCS15 for 15% off. I hope you guys enjoyed this small, sweet, simple, cute little tell-all. If there's anything else you guys want to know, maybe we'll do one of these again soon. All right, guys. Come back for my next episode, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day, seriously, and I hope you guys all stay beautiful out there. And just keep being your best version of yourself. Bye, guys.